Welcome to It Ain't Rocket Science. I'm Adam Balkin, and we are here in Florida's Everglades National Park, the largest subtropical wilderness reserve in North America. We'll be hosting our show here from the park and giving you a glimpse of how local students are wading in to keep these wetlands vibrant. But first, we got a call from outer space as astronauts aboard the International Space Station phoned home to give students in Texas some pretty stellar insight. And back on Earth, we check out how one scientist is providing some insight of his own and teaching STEM skills to a local middle school. Then later, it's all about the science inside you as we explore a new exhibit at the American Museum of Natural History in New York that reveals how each and every one of you is a walking, talking ecosystem. All this and more in this episode of It Ain't Rocket Science, part of Time Warner Cable's Connect a Million Minds initiative, aimed at connecting you with science, technology, engineering, and math opportunities in your community. Everglades National Park is an expansive conservation zone with more than 1.5 million acres of wetlands and is home to a broad range of plant and animal life. We're here joining a group of students as they venture into the park for a lesson on this fragile ecosystem. But before we join them on their journey, let's take a closer look at this unique environment. It's home to some of the nation's most exotic species, but what makes this place such a hotbed for biodiversity? One word: water. The abundance of fresh water flowing from Lake Okeechobee towards the southern tip of Florida provides the essential ingredients for life. From sawgrass prairies as far as the eye can see, whose roots thrive submerged underwater, to the American alligator, who stalks the deeper sloughs within the glades. Each organism within the ecosystem has found a place to call home.
The biodiversity here in the Everglades is really what makes it so special and sets it aside from other places in the world.
The students we met here were brought into the park with funding from the Ticket to Ride program, which provides transportation to get young people into national parks. It's a chance to learn a little bit about their local ecosystem and maybe catch a glimpse of some of their neighbors and their natural habitat.
What I was really surprised about is like all the animals and plants and how they adapt to this habitat.
I like seeing the wildlife for myself, not just hearing what people say about it.
We'll hear more from these students later in this half hour as they head into the heart of the park to learn why conserving this wetland habitat is so important. And we'll see how scientists working within the park are doing their best to do just that, employing science, technology, engineering, and math to protect and conserve this one-of-a-kind environment. A background in STEM can get you pretty far, and it doesn't get any further than the International Space Station, but a trip to orbit doesn't mean you can't phone home. Astronaut Scott Kelly chatted in a live video call with some Texas high school students. Alex Stockwell checks in with students after the chat and gives us the latest in NASA news.
Talk about a long-distance call. Students from Lyndon B. Johnson Early College High School got the lesson of a lifetime when U.S. astronaut Scott Kelly and Russian cosmonaut Mikhail Kornienko Skyped in for a Q&A from hundreds of miles above the Earth's surface.
Well, I learned about the space station today and what astronauts do in space and like how they take showers and baths and things like that. It was just cool.
Kelly and crew gave the students an update on NASA's Year in Space mission and shared what it's like to be in space for such a long time. The crew is more than 2/3 of the way through its year-long trip. They'll be conducting research into how human bodies respond to long periods of time in microgravity.
I think they'll take away having a larger experience as to what STEM is about, and then also I think some of them would want to be more attentive in class, more attentive in life.
I'm interested in physical therapy, so like they have to use their body to function a lot, so like it was just interesting.
I was glad to hear that one of the people that speak today, they're into chemical engineering, and that's what the field that I'd like to go into.
This past month marked a number of space milestones, including the 15th year of continuous human presence aboard the International Space Station. That's where Scott Kelly is currently shattering the record for most time spent in space by an American astronaut. Accomplishments that could serve as inspiration for the space travelers of tomorrow. And who knows, the next Scott Kelly could be in this room. For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Alex Stockwell.
It seems that everywhere you look these days, people are thinking about the future, from the latest in space to Hollywood blockbusters like The Martian and Star Wars. Exposure to the possibilities of science and technology has never been greater. One company is hoping to harness the innovation buzz and turn it into genuine learning by giving you a droid of your own to control. There's more than meets the eye with this little bot. It may be a toy, but this plaything provides some pretty powerful practice for the programmers and robo-enthusiasts of tomorrow.
I can make it go forward, go back, stop, turn right, go pink, come back, and do all sorts of things with very simple drag and drop type programming, but then it also grows up with them. So that's stage one, but if you want to learn how to actually code for it, we make that all available for you.
The body of the bot is transparent, so you can see how everything on the inside works, and it comes with an app that includes lessons on coding. Once you've got the basics down, it's time for creativity to take control.
A kid in one day at one of our events, he made a game where the ball sits on a table and it's like red, and when you tap it, depending on how hard you tap it is how far it will go. And what your goal is don't let it fall off but get closer to the edge. He made that in one day. So it was like, I can't even imagine what that kid will go out to do.
The Sphero Spark, which stands for Schools, Parents, Robots, Kids, is part of a growing trend of products geared at getting young people into STEM topics. But for the Sphero team, it's an opportunity to give back.
Hopefully there's another group of people who can take this on and lead it even farther. So if little kids at the age of 4 and 5 are building games like that with robot balls through their tablet and actually coding them, I'm pretty inspired that they'll make something even better for the future.
All right, we have to stop here for a quick break, but coming up, we bring you more from this incredible ecosystem and find out firsthand what it takes to land a career in this vast wilderness. Then, from this larger-than-life wetland, we visit a microscopic world that you don't have to go far to find. It's in each and every one of us. And later, we'll visit Columbus, Ohio, where one engineer is bringing the world's most exotic habitats to your backyard. To find hands-on science, technology, engineering, and math opportunities in your community, visit theconnectory.org, made possible by Time Warner Cable's Connect a Million Minds.